we are again celebrating summer. This is the last Friday of summer. And you know, we should always be mindful of the changing seasons, which helps us to get more in tune with our life's journey. But of course, summer is all about being vibrant, being playful, connecting to our well-being, doing all that we can to feel that energy flowing through us so we can be at our best. You know, we're like sunflowers shooting up to the light. And then come fall, we take that bounty, you know, we take that well-being and we harvest all of that, and it has to carry us through the fall and winter. So enough of that. We're going to start with some warm-ups, move into a summer salutation flow that will help us get all the energy flowing, get our heart pumped up so we feel really just awesome. Let's begin. So let's come to tabletop, and we'll start, first of all, connecting back into our bodies. So let's get the groove going here, making sure your wrists are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips, spine nice and long, your neck is just an extension of the spine. And as we are easing into this, let's not stay still. If you can, and I know you can, just to sort of move around in your tabletop. You want to move those hips side to side, move your shoulders, just sort of flow in this, see where this pose takes you as we just sort of move around, stretch out, breathe in and breathe out. So as you know, a lot of us sometimes we don't move every aspect of our body. There's, you know, that we get in accidents, we have injuries, and we start to just move in a certain way. There's areas that are stiff or stagnant, and yoga can help us access all of that so that we're moving freely as much as we can, using all the muscles. So as we do this, which may feel strange to you, just be cognizant, aware of the stiff areas in your body that are resistant to your movement, muscles that aren't used because it's too painful or something similar. Just continue to breathe and to be aware of this as we start to really just move with ease. All right, enough of that. Okay, let's move ourselves into a cat-cow pose. So pressing your palms, press through your fingertips if you'd like, through your knuckles if that feels a little bit better to you. And let's drop our belly, arch the back, gaze upward, inhaling. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, contract. Back into cow pose, drop the belly, inhale, gaze. And then exhale, cat pose. Now do a couple more at your own pace. Flexing the spine, again, be mindful what areas feel stiff. And then slowly come back to tabletop. We're going to take that right leg out and extend it straight out down the mat, toes curled on the mat. Extend through the heel. So you want to feel that stretch. And then take your opposite arm out, fingers pointing. Engage all your muscles here. Squeeze those muscles. Point with your fingers. Press down through your toes. Stand through the heel. Breathe here. Deep breaths. Feel the breath throughout your whole body if you can. Breathing through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Let's do two more. And then release. Let's do the opposite side, same thing. Opposite foot goes out, extending through the heel. Might feel a nice calf stretch. And then opposite arm, shoulder height goes out, fingers pointing, as if you're trying to touch the wall in front of your hands. Extend the heel towards the back wall. Lengthen out here, breathe, engage all your muscles. And try not to scrunch up your shoulders. Keep the shoulders away from the ear here. Engage those core muscles as we breathe in and breathe out. One more. And then come back down to the mat. Let's come to seated pose, cross-legged. Inhale, arms all the way up, reach up, lengthen up to the sides. Then on an exhale, just twist to the left. Take your left palm behind you. Take your right hand on your left knee. Keep your hips facing front and just twist from your waist. Gaze behind your shoulder. Feel the twist from the waist. Then inhale, arms up again. And then exhale, let's twist to the opposite side. Same thing, gaze over that shoulder. Lengthen up to the spine. Keep breathing. And then inhale, come back to center. Extend those legs all the way up. Flex the feet, spread those toes. Relax the shoulders. And then slowly bring the heels in to a seated butterfly. Let the knees fall open. Grab your big toes, sit upright, shoulders back. Again, see if you can feel energy flowing. Where is it stagnant in your body? Where is it numb? I actually used to have numb muscles in my body. It was frozen. You know, like they had frozen shoulder syndrome? Well, I had frozen body syndrome. I didn't feel it in many of my muscles. And I had a hard time when I first started yoga because I didn't feel my muscles. Now I can for the most part. So not to worry if you're not feeling anything. Just breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulders. Feel that sensation of sitting upright like a sunflower. If your head is that sunflower and the petals are just shooting out and you're just tall, reaching for the light, breathing under the sun. All right, so release, and we're going to move to our front of our mat. Let's start the summer salutation flow. So take your time coming up to the front of your mat, standing in your mountain pose, so your feet are hip width apart, and the hands are down by your side. Bring your shoulders back. Press down through all 10 toes, all 4 corners of your feet, and feel your power here in our standing pose. And this is the pose you carry with you throughout your life. Whenever you're standing anywhere, you're just feeling your power here, your space, and no one can invade it. All right, so inhale the arms all the way up, raise up. Exhale, swan dive down to a forward fold. Knees micro bend in this. Keep the head nice and long. Inhale to a flat back. This is a halfway lift, so your palms can be in your shins or your thighs. And extend through that spine, lengthen out. And then exhale, come back to forward fold, knees bend just a smidgen again. Press down to the feet, reverse swan dive, the arms all the way up, up overhead. Then on an exhale, let's twist to the left. Open up the arms, inhale, bring those arms up, then exhale, twist to the opposite side, arms out. And then inhale, sweep those arms up all the way again. And then exhale, dive down to forward fold. All right, so from here, inhale, sweep the arms up into a chair pose. Bring your hips down low. Keep those arms up. Engage those triceps. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to swing the arms down. So coming down with our head, swing the arms out and back. And then inhale, sweep the arms forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Let's step back into a plank, high plank pose. Press down through the palms. Now we're going slowly here, but we'll pick up the rhythm after this set. All right, so in plank pose, engage all your muscles. Shoulders away from your ears. Extend through the heels. Come down to your knees if you need to. All right, so let's come all the way down to the mat. Coming all the way down. Press down. Raise up into cobra. So bring those palms to your ribs. Press down, lift up into cobra. Shoulders back. Breathe here. Curl those toes. Move into downward dog. Raise up. So lengthen through your legs, lengthen through your arms, extend your heels towards the mat. We're going to do a three-legged dog from downward dog. So take your left leg, inhale it up to the sky, three-legged dog. Reach, lengthen out. Again, you want to feel energy flowing through all your body if you can. And the only way you can is to keep the breath flowing and lengthen out. Create space in the body. Exhale, release the leg. Let's do three-legged on the opposite side. And then exhale, release the leg to downward dog. We will walk our feet, or you may jump to our hands for a forward fold. Top of the mat, forward fold. Press down to the feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up to mountain pose. Inhale those arms all the way up. Reach up for the sky. Exhale, let's twist to the left. Arms open. Twist from the waist. Gaze behind. Inhale, arms up. Lengthen up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side again. Gaze at your back hand. Twist from the waist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Swing those arms all the way up. Bring your hips all the way down as low as you can. Exhale, swing those arms all the way back. And then inhale, swing those arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. High plank. Step back into high plank. Exhale, let's come down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Curl the toes, downward dog. Inhale the right foot up for three-legged dog. Lengthen out. Breathe. And then exhale, bring that foot down. Let's switch legs. Opposite leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that foot down. Downward dog. Let's hop or walk our feet up to forward fold, front of the mat. And forward fold. Reverse swan dive, the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, let's twist to the right, open up those arms. Inhale those arms all the way back to center. Exhale, let's twist to the opposite side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. And then exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down, knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. Sweep the arms all the way up. Come down lower if you can. Exhale, swing the arms all the way down and back. And then inhale, sweep them all the way up front. And then exhale, forward fold. Step back into plank pose. And keep going, meditative flow, summer salutations here. Celebrating summer, celebrating the vibrancy of the energy in our bodies. Breathe deeply. All right, exhale, lower down to mat, knees, chest, chin. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Lift up. Curl the toes, downward dog. Raise up high. Take that right foot, three-legged dog. Extend your toes toward the sky. Lengthen out here. Press down through your fingertips and your knuckles. Exhale, release the leg. Inhale, opposite leg goes up to the sky. Exhale, downward dog. Lengthen out here. And now step your feet or jump again to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Take a few breaths here. Shake your head yes. And then shake your head no. Loosen up. Press down to your feet, reverse swan dive, all the way back to mountain pose, arms up overhead. All right, so exhale, let's twist to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Arms up. Exhale, swing those arms all the way back. And then inhale, squeeze them all the way up front. Reminds me of being on the swing in the summertime. All right, exhale, forward fold as we come down. We bow to the sun and forward fold. Let's move into plank, high plank. Press the hands down, step back into high plank. Engaging all our muscles here, working every ounce. Extend through the heels. Come all the way down to the mat. And then as you do, raise up, cobra. High cobra if you'd like. Curl the toes, downward dog. All right, take our right foot and three-legged dog. Lengthen out. Keep your shoulders level, hips level. Powerful pose here. Builds up strength. And then release the leg. Same thing, opposite side. Three-legged dog, opposite leg. Breathe through this. And then exhale, lower the leg. Downward dog. Let's pedal out the heels here. And then slow it down. Let's jump or walk our feet up to the front of our mat. Forward fold. Press down to the feet. Inhale, raise up overhead. Palms up over the hand, lengthen out through this pose. On an exhale, let's twist to the right. Open up the arms, gaze back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the opposite side from the waist. Gaze at your back hand. And then inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to heart. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms up to chair. We're on our swing. Exhale, swing those arms all the way back. Then inhale, sweep them up again. This time, see if you can raise your heels off the mat. Exhale, lower the heels and then come all the way down to forward fold. Last time we do this flow. So press your palms down, step back into high plank. And then lower all the way down to the mat, slowly, mindfully. Feel your body's energy. Feel your breath. Raise up, cobra. Breathe in, breathe out. Curl the toes, downward dog. Raise up high in your downward dog. It's our last downward dog for today. So you want to take that left foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. And this time, open up the hip for a fire hydrant. Just like a dog at the fire hydrant. Stack those hips, open up the hip. And then slowly lower that leg down to downward dog. Inhale, opposite leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip for fire hydrant. Again, just like a dog at the fire hydrant. Press through both shoulders, do not collapse. And then slowly lower that leg down, back into downward dog. Breathe it out. Let's jump or walk our feet up to the front of the mat, forward fold. Press down to the feet. And reverse swan dive. Raise up all the way up to mountain pose, just like a sunflower shooting up for the sky. Let's twist to the right. Open up the arms, gaze behind, opening up our petals. Pressing down through the feet, twisting from the waist. Inhale those arms all the way up again. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, gazing back, standing tall, proud, breathing. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulders. We've completed our summer salutation flow as we seal in all that energy, all that good vibrations in ourselves, taking this with us through fall and winter. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel your energy, feel your heartbeat. You start to slow it down. Just feel the sensations in your body right now. Maybe you're out of breath, or maybe you're just psyched. Whatever it is, your energy is flowing. All right, exhale, bring the palms down by the side. Let's come down to the mats. And come down to our backs. So bend the knees, open the arms up into a T. Hug the knees in. Grab your arms, or grab your knees with your hands. And then slowly let your knees fall over to the left. As you turn your gaze over to your right hand, and just want to surrender into this twist. Let's take 3 rounds of breath here. Both shoulders on the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, just tune into your energy. Tune into the sunshine. Filling our bodies with space and light. Inhale our knees all the way back to center. And then exhale, let the knees fall over to the right as we shift our gaze over to the left hand in the twist. 3 rounds of breath here. One more breath. Then slowly raise your knees back to center. Place your feet down on the mat. We will close with a bridge pose, which is always a great counter pose for being at the computer all day. So bring your feet, your heels close to your sit bones, palms down by your side. Feet hip width apart. Keep your gaze upward in this pose, and just imagine a orange or a tangerine that's tucked under your chin as you stay in this pose. So inhale, lift up the hips, raise them up high, raise the chest up high. And for a deeper stretch, you can interlace your hands underneath your lower back and roll those shoulders inward, raise up a little bit higher here. Keep that orange under your chin. Let's do 3 rounds of breath here. Raise up high. Spine health is very good for us. And release. Release the hands slowly. Let the back down 1 vertebrae at a time. We have time to do happy baby pose. So bring your knees in, bring the soles of your feet up to the sky, grab the outside edges, and then sway back and forth. Massage the spine. Play around here. You can extend your legs straight if you'd like, or keep them bent. Again, there's so many variations to the yoga poses. You can modify each one to work for you as you breathe in, breathe out. We start to end the class. So let's release our hands. Release our feet. Bring the feet down to the mat. And you can spinal rock yourself all the way up, or you can roll over to your right and slowly work your way up. Whatever works for you today. So as we sit here and just sort of process everything that's happened in the last 30 minutes, sometimes the body just, especially when it's out of its comfort zone, tends to feel frazzled. But the main thing is you breathe through it. Again, breath, always important to get that oxygen flowing.